Alright, let's talk about something that's got fans of House of the Dragon buzzing. The upcoming Battle of Tumbleton. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wait, isn't this the same battle we've been teetering on for weeks? And yes, it is. But here's what makes this moment so fascinating. It's not just another clash of swords and dragons. It's a moral tightrope walk for Rhaenyra's forces. And that's where the real drama lies. Think about it, when you're sitting in a war council staring at a map of Tumbleton, and you realize that attacking this city could burn down thousands of innocent lives, what do? Do you sacrifice the civilians to crush Ormund Hightower's rebellion? Or do you risk letting him consolidate power? This isn't just a military decision. It's a psychological one. It's the kind of dilemma that makes you question whether the good guys in these stories are actually good at all. And that's what makes this episode so compelling. It's not about who wins, but how they choose to win. Now, let's step back for a second. The fact that this battle is happening in the finale of Season 3 is no accident. HBO has a way of timing things to maximize tension. Remember when they dropped the Battle of the Gullet in Episode 1? That was a shocker, right? But this time, they've built up the stakes so meticulously. Ormund Hightower's betrayal of the Blacks by allying with Ulf the White? That's a masterstroke of storytelling. It's like watching a chess game where every move is a double-edged sword. And here's the kicker. We're not just watching the battle unfold. We're watching the characters grapple with their own humanity in the face of total war. Daemon Targaryen, for instance, is probably seething. But is he going to let his rage blind him? Or will he find a way to outmaneuver Ormund without becoming the monster he fears? That's the kind of character depth that makes this series stand out. And let's not forget the logistical nightmare of this battle. Tumbleton is a fortified town, and the Rivermen and Winter Wolves are finally descending on it. But how does that play out in reality? Are we looking at a siege that stretches over days, or a brutal one-day clash that leaves the town in ruins? The show has a history of making these battles feel visceral. Like the fire and blood aren't just metaphors. They're literal. And if they're going all out with the visuals, we're in for a spectacle that'll make your jaw drop. But here's what I think. The real genius is in the pacing. They've teased this battle for weeks, and now they're delivering it in the final episode. It's a narrative gamble, but one that pays off because it forces the audience to invest emotionally in the outcome. Now, I'll be honest, I'm curious about how this battle will affect the larger political landscape. If Rhaenyra's forces succeed, does that solidify her claim to the throne? Or does it make her a villain in the eyes of the common people? And what about the dragons? They're not just weapons. They're symbols of power. If the Blacks use them to destroy Tumbleton, does that mark a turning point where the dragons become tools of terror rather than liberation? That's a theme that's been simmering beneath the surface since the beginning. And I think this battle could be the catalyst for it to explode into the open. It's not just about who wins, it's about what the cost of victory looks like. Finally, let's talk about the practical stuff. If you're planning to watch this episode, you'll want to set aside some time. The finale drops on August 9th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and trust me, you won't want to miss a second. But here's a thought. What if this battle is the beginning of the end for the Targaryen dynasty? I mean, we've seen how quickly alliances can shift, and with the dragons becoming more of a liability than an asset, maybe the family's hold on power is starting to crack. And if that's the case, then Season 4 might be the most unpredictable yet. So what do you think? Is Rhaenyra's strategy doomed to fail? Or is she about to make a move that changes the game forever? Let me know in the comments.